Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala rasulihil kareem. So inshallah we'll move on to the next dua inshallah. So Allahumma lakal hamdu kalladhi taqul, or some narrations have kalladhi naqul. We discuss that later inshallah. So Allahumma lakal hamdu kalladhi taqul wa khayran mimma naqul. Allahumma laka salati wa nusuki wa mahyaya wa mamati wa ilayka ma'abi wa laka rabbi turathi. So inshallah, let's go through bit by bit inshallah, then we'll do translation at the end inshallah. So Allahumma lakal hamd. So we explained that before. So Allah, for you alone, and the laka coming first gives ikhtisas, speciality. Only for you alone is praise. Now this kalladhi taqul wa khayran mimma naqul is like the maf'ul mutlaq. Like saying before hamdan, kathiran. So they're describing the type of praise. So for you is praise. What kind of praise? Kathiran, hamdan tayyiban, hamdan khalidan. So this kaf, the kaf and the majrur after it, it takes the mahal of the maf'ul mutlaq. And then the same i'rab will take place as before. So kaf is a jar and the rest after is a majrur. And this will have the similar i'rab as the khalidan or khulud, etc. So kalladhi taqul. So kalladhi, there's two ways of reciting this. There's two ways. Because obviously if you look at it here, the like, here, taqul and naqul, the one dot and two dots, you can probably get it mixed up in the writing. So it's been two ways it's been transmitted. One is taqul, so that would mean, well, oh Allah, for you alone is praise as you say. So how you have praised yourself and how your words are, so that's how you deserve praise. And wa khayran mimma naqul, better than what we say. So the real praise for you is the way you say it, not the way we say it. You got it? And وَخَيْرًا مِمَّا نَقُولُ, better than what we say. Or the other ways, naqul. So you are due praise the way we say it. However, we try to praise you in our broken language and with our limited knowledge. Plus, better than that as well. So what we say and even better than that. So it can be both ways. Allahumma lakal hamdu kalladhi taqul wa khayran mimma naqul. Then after that we have laka salati. So salah. So we know salah means prayer. But to really understand and see the importance and the value of salah is how is this word originally used? So when you say sallaytul asa tasliyatan, so salla yusalli from bab taf'il, it's a naqis verb, and masal is tasliya. So the Arabs would use this word salla when you get a stick. You get a stick and you put it in the fire. You know how, for example, you have a piece of metal and you put it in the fire, what happens? It becomes soft and then you can mold it. So when you get a wood and you put it near the heat, it becomes a bit moist, it becomes softer, and then you can basically use it, you can bend it, you can mold it a bit. So they would put things, the wood or pieces of twigs or branches or whatever near or around the fire to make it to be able to soften it and to qawwim taqweem, to make it bend or to make it the way they want it to be, to make it straighten it. So, and that's why, for example, salla asahu ala, same thing here. Sayaslawna sa'ira, he will enter the fire of Jahannam. Yasla nar al-kubra. So salah is basically what now. So salah is prayer, but it's originally from that word that you put something on the fire to be able to mold it, to be able to rectify it, to be able to use it properly. So salah is really supposed to be what? That this is like we're putting ourselves under fire. We're putting ourselves on this thing to be able to rectify ourselves, mold ourselves, train ourselves. That's why Allah says in the Quran, Inna salata tanha anil fahsha'i wal munkar. The true salah is the one which stops you, prevents you from doing wrong and evil. So the salah is a training ground. It's supposed to mold you, it's supposed to be able to correct you, rectify you, change you. And if it's not doing this, that means the salah is not being performed correctly. So may Allah give us the ability to perform salah the way it should be performed. Okay? Yes. Then the next word we have after that is salati. What? Nusuki. So for you is our salah, devotion. Now nusuk is also ibadah. But salah now is more like our prayers, like the 5-time prayers that we perform. What about nusuk? So nusuk, we translate it as hajj, our rituals. But originally, nasik is basically a gold or silver. When you do a nasaka, or when you say nasaka thawba, what does that mean? You wash the clothing. When you have gold and silver, you do nusuk of the gold and silver. What do? You melt it and get rid of the excess, the impurities. So, and from there you have what? To clean something. So that's why all of the usage of the word nasak is basically when you cleanse something. You get it? To cleanse something from impurities and from dirt. Yes? That's why, for example, now, it is, and afterwards, that's original meaning, logwi meaning. And then they used to use it, for example, any animal you slaughter, dhabiha. So even pre-Islam, when they used to slaughter animals for the idols, that was a nasika. Yes, that's their belief that we slaughter animals and this will purify our sins or make us close to Allah, to the idols or Allah or whatever. So nusuk is then any ibadah, because why? This ibadah is supposed to purify you. Yes, so ibadah is supposed to purify you from sins, tathiran lidhunub wa tamhis. So nusuk is then used for any ibadah because it makes you, it purifies you. And it's been used, for example, arina manasikana in Hajj. It's also used in terms of the udhiyah. So we can say rituals. So our prayers, salah is our devotions, our prayers, our rituals. So any of these we translate. Inna laka salati wa nusuki. Mahya and mamat. Mahya and mamat. So mahya and mamat are what? Masdar. Or they're masdar. What kind of masdar? Masdar mimi. What's a masdar mimi? Masdar mimi is basically simply a masdar, has a mim at the beginning. So for example, ghafara yaghfir has two masdars. So you have ghafara yaghfir, what's the two masdars? One of the two masdars are ghufran and maghfira. So the masdar mimi is slightly more emphatic. Yes, it has a slightly more emphasis. So you call it a mimi, masdar mimi. So mahya, my life, and mamat, my death. So for you is my life, and for you is my death. Now what does it mean by for you is my life and my death? There's different opinions, and we're going to tafsir in the verse. لَكَ صَلَاتِي وَنُسُكِي وَمَحْيَايَ وَمَمَاتِي لِلَّهِ رَبِّ الْعَالَمِينَ وَبِذَلِكَ أُمِرْتُ. In that tafsir, shall we go in more detail. But for now here, we say mahya, the deeds of my life and the deeds of my death, meaning what I do when I'm alive and what I die upon. All of this is for you. Okay? Now, this can have two meanings. So, لَكَ صَلَاتِي وَنُسُكِي وَمَحْيَايَ can mean what? This can all be in two ways. One is, I do it for you. So I pray for you. I do nusuk for you. I live for you. I die for you. When I'm doing it, my intention is what? You. You get it? And the second way looking at it is what? My salah is because of you, meaning you gave me tawfiq. My nusuk is from you. Do you understand? My life is from you. You're giving me life. My death is from you. You take me when you want. So it can be taken in both ways. You follow? So you say, I live and die for you, and I live and I die as you wish. So you can have both possibilities. So like a salati wa nusuki wa mahyaya wa mamati. Yes, everybody understand that? Any questions regarding that? Yes? Okay. Walaka rab ma'abi. Next word we have is ma'ab. What does ma'ab mean? We translate ma'ab as return. But originally, the word aub is what? For a honeybee. What do honeybees do? What do honeybees do? They live in their what? The hives, the arish, and then what do? They go out, and then what? وَأَوْحَى رَبُّكَ إِلَى النَّحْلِ أَنِ اتَّخِذِي مِنَ الْجِبَالِ وَمِنَ الْبُيُوتِ. And then he goes what? أُسْلُكِ سُبُلُ رَبِّكِ ذُلُولَ. Thread the paths that Allah has inspired you to take, and then they return back. So they always return back to their nest. So that's what so aub is a honeybee. So from there you get the word aba yu'ubu, to return, from that meaning. Ma'abatul bi'r is the lowest part of a well, where all the water always goes to the lowest part. Wherever's the lowest part, water will always go there. So that's where going back to that point. So from here you have the root meaning of what? Return, going back. So walaka ma'abi, my return is to you, meaning I turn to you. When I live, after I live, at the end of the day, my whole life, I'm going to come back to you. My life is for you, I'll go back to you, return back to you. Turath is what? Next word is turath. And turath is what? What is inherited. Inheritance from mirath, waritha yarithu. But the waw changes to a ta. And you do this in sarf. That the waw can change to a ta in mithal verbs. So turath is what is inherited. What comes in the Quran? وَتَأْكُلُونَ التُّرَاثَ أَكْلًا لَمَّا. وَتَأْكُلُونَ التُّرَاثَ أَكْلًا لَمَّا. An evil quality of them is what? That they eat up the inheritance impermissibly, in an impermissible way. Okay? So if you look at the whole dua again, so what is it? Allahumma lakal hamd. So, O Allah, for you alone is praise. Correct? And how is this praise? As we say. So you deserve praise as we say. وَخَيْرًا مِمَّا نَقُولُ, even better than we say. Or, for you is praise like you say. So if you say taqul or naqul, it can be both ways. So for you is praise like you say and better than we say. Or like we say and even more than that. So you can read both ways and both meanings would fit. Allahumma laka salati. Then we can translate two ways. Oh Allah, I perform my salah for you. My salah is performed because of you, for your sake. Wa nusuki, and my devotion, my acts of ibadah, and my life, and my death. Mahyaya wa mamati, and my life and my death is all for you. Wa ilayka ma'abi. Again, ma'abi is mubtada mu'akhar, is ma'rifah, so ilayka is for takhsis, ikhtisas. And to you alone is my return. After I complete my duty in this world, ilayka ma'abi, I will return unto you. Wa laka rabbi turathi. And when I leave this world, everything will be left behind for you. Like, there's nothing that I leave that is going to go with me. Everything is left here. Yes? Are you following? Or you can say, oh Allah, laka salati, my salah is because of you giving me tawfiq. Wa nusuki, my devotion, my rituals, everything I do is because of you giving it to me. And my life is your gift. Wa mamati, and my dying is on your accord, on your decision. Yes? Are you following? Any question regarding this one? Is this dua? Is it clear? Okay. Any question from anybody?